Hey, Happy New Year. It's Tracy with Monday Morning Encouragement. It's actually Sunday night. I have an early morning tomorrow. Well, early is like 8:30 for me. That's really early. So I'm doing this on Sunday night just so I can make sure I get it out there to you. This encouragement today is kind of specific. It's for that person who's in the place where there's something that they want to move towards, or they have a dream or a goal or something that's out there that they really want to accomplish, but they feel frustrated because not everything is in place and they feel like they can't move forward because things aren't lined up and perfectly in place for it yet. And so here's my encouragement for you today. I've been there several times in my life before. Once I can remember when I had this dream for the Girls International, and I thought of visions of encouraging women and how I could help empower women to live the best life that they could and encourage them. But I was working a job. I needed to be working a job at the time. I was marketing for my husband's business, and I wasn't free to just start a ministry. I needed to have an income, and so I was frustrated. And I was driving to work one day, and I was like, God, you're giving me these visions of this thing that I could move towards and do, and I would love to do, but I'm working and I can't do that. I need to, I can't be starting, and all of the things couldn't line up exactly how I wanted them or how I thought they needed to be in order for me to start doing what he was calling me to do. And as I was driving, I just kind of heard him say, start. Just start. And I was answering back with a little bit of an attitude that, well, I can't start because I'm working and I have to, be working all day. And then as I was driving, I thought about it more, and I thought, okay, well, what does that mean? How could I get started now? And I just said, God, if you have an opportunity for me today to do what you've called me to do, encouraging women, then show me. So later on in the day, when I had been at work, I was just doing some things. We had one of our employees there that I just needed to give some instruction to, a little bit of correction. And I just took her aside and, kind of told her what she needed to do. And later in the day, she came to me and said, hey, I appreciate you sort of setting me straight on that before. And every time I talk to you, I just feel like I gained some wisdom. And, would you mind having coffee with me every once in a while and just mentoring me a little bit? And it just really just became such a lesson to me. I was so amazed at how quickly God answered that prayer as I was driving, just saying, well, how can I start exactly where I am? And it reminds me of the story in the Bible of when God had told Moses, he had given him a job to do, to tell the children of Israel what his plan was for them. And Moses didn't feel like everything was lined up, and how would they even believe me? And just was questioning, like, how can I get started on this? It's not all lined up and right. And God's question to him was, what's in your hand? And Moses said, looked down, and he said, a rod, a staff. It's just this ordinary item. That's what's in my hand. And that's the thing that God used to start doing miraculous things through Moses and leading him to his destiny. It's what he parted the Red Sea with. It turned into a serpent. He struck a rock with it and water came out. I mean, crazy things with this simple, ordinary thing that was in his hand. So my encouragement to you for this week is, how about just praying that simple prayer? God, you've called me to do this, or I feel like I want to move in this direction, but everything's not lined up perfectly. What's in my hand right now? How can I start right where I am to start doing what you've called me to do? And I think you'll be amazed at what he'll show you. So I just encourage you to say that prayer, to just look at what is right in front of you. What ordinary circumstances can he use to do something extraordinary through you? Have a great week.